Who can resist a chocolate truffle? They are little bites of heaven, smooth, rich, decadent. And the best part? You can make them at home. Making truffles is easier than you think. It's all about good chocolate, a little patience, and a lot of love. Let me show you how. This is your chance to be a chocolatier. Imagine the joy of sharing these homemade treats with friends and family. Let's begin. The key to amazing truffles? Amazing chocolate. Use the best quality dark milk or white chocolate you can find. We also need heavy cream, a touch of butter for richness, and vanilla extract for flavor. Don't forget a pinch of salt. It enhances the chocolate's taste. For coating, choose your favorites. Cocoa powder, chopped nuts, sprinkles, or even melted chocolate. Get creative. Let's make the heart of our truffles, the ganache. This rich, velvety mixture is what gives truffles their luxurious texture and deep chocolate flavor. It's a simple process, but it requires attention to detail to get it just right. First, chop the chocolate finely. The finer the chocolate is chopped, the more evenly it will melt, ensuring a smooth ganache. Use a sharp knife and take your time to get the pieces as small as possible. This helps it melt evenly. Uneven pieces can lead to lumps in your ganache, which we definitely want to avoid. The goal is a silky, lump-free mixture. Place the chopped chocolate in a heat-proof bowl. Make sure the bowl is large enough to hold all the ingredients and allow for easy stirring. Now gently heat the heavy cream in a saucepan. Don't let it boil. Boiling can cause the cream to separate, which would ruin the texture of the ganache, just until tiny bubbles form at the edges. This indicates that the cream is hot enough to melt the chocolate without scorching it. Pour the hot cream over the chopped chocolate. Make sure all the chocolate is covered by the cream to ensure even melting. Let it sit for a minute. This resting period allows the heat from the cream to start melting the chocolate before you begin stirring. Then, gently stir until smooth and glossy. Start from the center and work your way outwards in small circles. This method helps to incorporate the cream and chocolate evenly. Add a knob of butter and a dash of vanilla extract. Stir again. The butter adds a silky texture and the vanilla enhances the flavor of the chocolate. Now the ganache needs a rest in the fridge. This allows it to firm up, making it easier to work with when forming the truffles. Patience is key here. Let it chill for at least a couple of hours or until it reaches the desired consistency. Cover the bowl with cling film and pop it in the fridge. Let it chill for at least 2 hours. This is important. The ganache needs to firm up so we can shape it. While the ganache chills, you can prepare your coatings. Toast some nuts, sift some cocoa powder, or melt some chocolate for dipping. The wait will be worth it, I promise. Once the ganache is firm, it's time to shape our truffles. This is where the magic truly begins. The ganache, which has been patiently setting in the fridge, is now ready to be transformed into delightful little treats. The texture should be firm yet pliable, perfect for molding into bite-sized pieces of heaven. Scoop out small portions of ganache using a spoon or a melon baller. The size of each scoop can vary depending on your preference, but typically a teaspoon-sized amount works well. If you want uniform truffles, a melon baller is a fantastic tool to ensure consistency. As you scoop, you might notice the ganache softening slightly from the warmth of your hands, which is perfectly normal. Roll each portion between your palms to form a smooth ball. This step can be quite therapeutic, as the repetitive motion and the silky texture of the ganache create a calming effect. Make sure your hands are cool and dry to prevent the ganache from melting too quickly. If the ganache becomes too soft, you can always pop it back in the fridge for a few minutes to firm up again. Don't worry if they're not perfectly round. The beauty of homemade truffles lies in their unique, rustic appearance. Each truffle carries the personal touch of the maker, making them all the more special. Embrace the imperfections as they add character and charm to your creations. A little rustic charm is lovely. These truffles are meant to be enjoyed, not scrutinized for their shape. The slight variations in size and form are a testament to their handmade nature. Plus, the rustic look can be quite appealing, giving your truffles a cozy, artisanal feel. Place the rolled truffles on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. This will prevent them from sticking and make it easier to transfer them in and out of the fridge. Arrange them in a single layer, ensuring they have enough space to avoid touching each other. This step is crucial for maintaining their shape as they set. Now, back into the fridge they go for another hour. This additional chilling time allows the truffles to firm up completely, making them easier to handle for the final coating or decoration. Patience is key here, as rushing this step can result in truffles that are too soft to work with. This helps them set firmly. The cold temperature solidifies the ganache, ensuring that the truffles hold their shape when you bite into them. Once they're fully set, you'll be ready to move on to the next exciting step, coating and decorating your truffles to perfection. The fun part. It's time to coat our truffles. Have your chosen coatings ready. For cocoa powder or chopped nuts, simply roll the chilled truffles in the coating until evenly covered. For a dipped look, melt some chocolate in a double boiler or microwave. Dip each truffle in the melted chocolate, using a fork to lift and let the excess drip off. Place the coated truffles back on the baking sheet. While the coating is still wet, you can add extra decorations. A sprinkle of sea salt, a drizzle of contrasting chocolate, or even edible gold dust. Let your creativity flow. This is your chance to make each truffle unique and beautiful. Once decorated, let the truffles set completely. You can pop them back in the fridge for a few minutes if needed. Your homemade truffles are ready. Store them in an airtight container in the fridge. They will keep for up to a week. But be warned, they might not last that long. They are simply irresistible. Homemade truffles make a wonderful gift. There's something incredibly special about giving a gift that you've made with your own hands. The effort, the love, and the care that go into creating these little bites of joy are truly unmatched. When you present someone with a box of homemade truffles, you're not just giving them a treat, you're giving them a piece of your heart. It's a gesture that says, I care about you enough to spend my time and energy making something delightful just for you. Arrange them beautifully in a box lined with tissue paper. The presentation is just as important as the truffles themselves. Choose a box that reflects the occasion or the personality of the recipient. Line it with colorful tissue paper to add a touch of elegance and protect the delicate truffles. As you place each truffle in the box, think about the joy it will bring to the person receiving it. The anticipation of opening a beautifully wrapped box and discovering the delicious treats inside is a gift in itself. Tie it with a ribbon and you have a present from the heart. A simple ribbon can transform a plain box into a stunning gift. Choose a ribbon that complements the box and adds a touch of sophistication. As you tie the ribbon, imagine the smile on the recipient's face when they see the beautifully wrapped gift. It's these small details that make homemade gifts so special and memorable. Or keep them all to yourself. There's no rule that says you have to give away all the truffles you make. Sometimes, it's perfectly okay to indulge in your own creations. After all, you've put in the effort to make them, and you deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Treat yourself to a few truffles and savor each bite. The rich, creamy chocolate melting in your mouth is a reward for all your hard work. Enjoy these little bites of heaven with a cup of tea or coffee. There's something magical about pairing chocolate truffles with a warm beverage. The combination of the rich, velvety chocolate and the soothing warmth of tea or coffee creates a moment of pure bliss. Whether you're enjoying a quiet afternoon alone or sharing the experience with a loved one, this simple pleasure can turn an ordinary day into something special. Making your own gourmet chocolate truffles is a rewarding experience. The process of creating these delectable treats from scratch is both fun and fulfilling. From selecting the finest ingredients to carefully crafting each truffle, every step is an opportunity to express your creativity and passion. As you mix, shape, and decorate the truffles, you'll find a sense of satisfaction in knowing that you're creating something truly special. It's a labor of love, but oh so worth it. The time and effort you invest in making homemade truffles are rewarded with the joy of seeing the finished product. Each truffle is a testament to your dedication and skill. And when you see the delight on the faces of those who taste your creations, you'll know that every moment spent in the kitchen was worth it. The love and care you put into making these truffles shine through in every bite. So go on, indulge yourself. You deserve it. After all the hard work and effort, it's important to take a moment to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Treat yourself to a truffle or two and savor the rich, decadent flavors. You've earned it. Whether you're sharing them with friends and family or keeping them all to yourself. These homemade truffles are a delicious reminder of the joy that comes from creating something with your own hands.